Hello, my name's Sergey, and here in this video, I'd like to demonstrate the way I'm learning Japanese Hiragana alphabet. You may not like my way of speaking, or you may not like my way of presenting the information, but I assure you, you will like the site. And if you are interested in learning a foreign language or languages, the site is the right place and can be a really great assistant for you. So, with this short introduction, let me start. Now I go to the address bar and type ults.uz and press enter. In a moment, I am there in the site. If you have a slow internet, it may take longer time. You can stop here in the home page where you are now and read a bit, and it may help you to understand what the site is about. But now I'm going straight to the navigation bar and pick up the item which is called alphabets. Okay, let's click it. Okay, now it's ready, and we can see the empty screen keyboard with no letters here, and above this some controls, and one of them says select language. So let's do it. A pretty long range of languages, and it means that you can learn alphabets of all these languages here. My target today is Japanese, so I click Japanese. Wait a bit. Okay, now you've got it. Let me adjust it a bit so you can see it better. Okay, and this way. Now it's more visible what I am doing here. One of the letters on the screen keyboard is highlighted and it was played. You may notice or not. But anyway, if you want to listen to this letter again, just press space bar. I'm doing it right now. It is playing, okay? And obviously, this highlighted letter must be pressed on your keyboard, real keyboard. And it is number key with number 3. Okay, I press it now. E. If you press the right key, the next letter comes up and again played. Space bar and you listen to it again. E. U. E. O. Ka. Ki. Ku. Ke. Ko. Okay. Whenever you hear the key, that key is highlighted and you have to press this key on your physical or real keyboard. Okay, now I'm going to cut off a part of the recording just to make the video shorter. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you press the last key. Again, space bar to continue. Ri. Ri. Re. Ro. Wa. O. Okay, this is upper register, so you have to press Shift and O. Is the last letter. Strange sound, but it is as it is. And now I'm pressing the last key. A. Okay, good. So far. The program offers you to continue working the same way, again, round after round. When you finish this round, the new round is offered to play, and you can go on and on endlessly. The program is really good, but I know there is something wrong with this program. When you work with a long range of something, trying to remember them, just like this range of letters, and you repeat all the letters every time you try to learn them, it becomes counterproductive. At some point, the brain just stops getting in any information. The brain stops memorizing anything because it's too repetitive. The range of letters is too long. Just because it's too long, the brain stops working. The brain stops memorizing anything. So I created the tool which controls how many letters are played in a round and which letters are in or out of game. And this long range of letters is such a tool. What happens when you click one of the letters? Let's click E. Okay, it's kind of turned off and it's reflected on a keyboard the same way. The letter becomes less visible. It's still visible, but much less. And you can do it with any letter you want. And you see, they're all turned off. Okay? No, turned off. This way you can control how many letters are in the round, how many letters are learning at one time, and which letters are in or out of the round. But somehow I wanted to work with a much shorter range of letters. For example, let's say with 5 letters. And turning off too many letters is becoming a bit tiring because I have to do actually it's pretty often. And so I created this button which says min set. Oh, it doesn't look like English, but it comes from minimum set of letters. And if you click it, let's do it. Okay, you have only one letter, cannot be fewer than one letter on, and it is here highlighted. And if you press space bar, ni, you can hear ni. And if you press this key, ni, ni. It doesn't go anywhere because there is only single letter on, single letter in a game. So it plays one letter. But from this point you can build your set of letters. If you try to turn it off, nothing happens because the only letter in this range cannot be turned off. And now let's build our own set of letters. I turn it on. Oh, I know this letter. So now I can turn it off because I have here another letter. This one, I'm turning on the letters which seem to be problematic, and now I have 8 letters in game and they are more manageable. Of course, and now I intensify my learning process, working only with problematic letters. And let's continue. Press space bar. A, O, Chi, N, Ne, Me, Ra, Wa, A, O, Chi, N, Ne, Me, Ra, Wa. Okay. The program is good. These problematic letters repeated more often, and now I can learn them more intensively. But something wrong in here, and I know what it is. It's the order of words are always the same. I know that after A comes O, after O comes Ra, and so on. It's going on the same way, and somehow my fingers learn the consequence of moves, and again it was good before, but now it distracts me from memorizing anymore. And so I added here randomized checkbox. If I check it, the order of words is broken now, and they come in a randomized way. Again, space bar.
ぬ、
ぬ、
お、
お、
ら、
ら、
ち、
ち、
わ、
わ、
あ、
あ、
ね、
ね、
め、
め、
ぬ、
ぬ、
め、
め、
ら、
ら、
お、
お、
わ、
わ、
あ、
あ、
ち、
ち、
ね、
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 あ、
あ、
お、
お.
ち。
As you see now, you don't know which letter comes after which. And it makes the program more realistic because letters come according to the spelling of words, not in a special order. While working here for some time, I noticed that my eyes are looking for the color of the letter, not the shape. It was very helpful at the beginning, but now the task for my brain is to press the right key, to find and press the right key. It does it in the easiest way, which means look for the color. If you find the colored letter, that's it. And the brain doesn't pay any attention to the shape of the letter and doesn't try to memorize anything more. So I added colorless checkbox here, and when you check it, no highlights. Uncheck it, highlight appears. Check it, no highlights, and of course it becomes a bit more challenging. And let's continue.
ち、
ち、
ら、
ら、
ぬ、
ぬ、
め、
ね,
わ、
and so on. Here you have a chance to make the range of letters. You can bring back some letters, or if you feel that you have already learned this letter, turn it off, out of game, this into the game, and so on. If you click full set of letters, you will work with full set of letters. At some point, I felt that my ears work much better than my eyes. But anyway, to check how well I remember the sounds of the letters, I created this invisible checkbox. And if you check it, you cannot see any letters here. And now I'm gonna work with full set and show you how well I learned the sounds of letters. Full set, and let's start.
ん、
ん、
し、
し、
ほ、
ほ、ほ、
つ、
つ、つ、
き、
き、
う、
う、
ま、
ま、
ね、
ね、ね、ね、ね. Where is ne? Ne, ne. Okay. No. Okay.
ふ、
ふ、ふ、ふ、ふ、ふ、ふ、ふ、ふ。
み、
み、
あ、
あ、
は、
は.
ひ。
So on. Of course, now I can press each key only by listening to the sound. I'm sure I remember the sounds pretty well, but while I was working, I was learning, I got stuck several times, and doesn't matter how much I tried to remember the letter, I couldn't. But here is always a way to look at the letter. Just uncheck it, you can see all the letters. Uncheck colorless, and you can see the letter which is played now, or current letter. And then uncheck them and continue working. So I'm sure now that I have learned all the sounds of the letters, but I'm not sure about their shapes. I'm not sure that just by looking at this shape, I can remember the way it sounds. They are memorized kind of in a separate way, okay? I have to unite them now to make them one unit. I have to be able to look at the letter and immediately say it is me, for example, or ma, or whatever, okay? So to make sure that I memorized the shapes of the letters, I again added another checkbox which called mute audio. Mute audio, you know what it means. Volume down to 0. No sound. Okay, let's click it. Mhm. Now you can see a much bigger letter in a separate box, and of course now you have to press the right key. Let's do it. I know this is the letter he, and I know which key is the right one. It is, I think it is O. Okay, O, O, O. Ta, chi, ko, yu, m, s. Okay, now I can do it easily. I got stuck several times. I look at the letter, but I cannot remember which letter it is or how to how to pronounce it. Whenever I ask what this letter is, I actually ask myself how to pronounce it. I try to remember the audio part of the letter. And at that moment, my brain unites visual part with its sound and make it one unit. I said that mute audio makes no sound, but still you can listen to this letter by pressing spacebar. If you got stuck, for example,
さ、
sa, sa, and this may help you to find the right key. And at that moment, your brain unites this visual component of the letter to its audio component. And so, sa, and go on. Okay? Now I think the program is really good with all these controls, and this control can assist everyone who wanna learn alphabet greatly. That's all about the program. I wanted to say, if you like this site, please help me to promote the information. Help me to spread the information about the site and about this video. Likes, sharings are very welcomed. And please support me with this. Let your friends know about this program, this site, and so on. Okay, that's it for today. By the way, you can try words here yourself, but soon I'm going to publish a video about learning words. Now it's all I wanted to say, and goodbye.